The federal government has convened emergency meeting over protest on high food prices in the country. And this is a situation that we know is going on in the country. Hardship in the land, insecurity, high prices in commodities. And that's what is currently trending in the country. We need to discuss these issues today. You're welcome to Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. I'm Michael Adekunle. Quickly to the story we have here. The latest information. Like I said, the federal government has convened an emergency meeting over the protests that took place in Kano, Niger State. That's as regards the high cost of living in the country. Let me quickly read it. The presidency said on Tuesday evening that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was concerned about the rising prices of food prices in the country and has directed the Presidential Committee on Emergency Food Intervention to work out immediate measures to check the situation. Malam Mohammed Idris, Minister of Information and National Orientation, disclosed this after a meeting of the committee on Tuesday in Abuja. The meeting was held following recent protests over rising food prices in Niger and Kano states. All right, moving on to another one. The First Lady of the country, Oduremi Tinubu, has said that the economic hardship being experienced by Nigerians will soon come to an end. She spoke on Monday at the State House, Abuja, during a meeting with governors' wives on a pet project, Renewed Hope Initiative. All right, on economic hardship, everyone is facing it in the country. I am facing it. The reviewers are facing it. Many Nigerians are also facing it. It's a general situation in the country, and the present administration really needs to look into it deeply. It calls for emergency truly. All right, the first paper will be reading to the viewers across the globe. This Nigeria saying at the newsstand this morning concerning economic hardship. Federal government convenes emergency meeting over protest on high food prices. Moving down to the rider, says no shortage in Nigeria. Tinubu directs committee to take immediate action to arrest situation. APC opposition parties bicker over alleged sponsorship of protests. To the next one down the paper, still on first paper we are reading. That's this Nigeria. 500,000 workers to lose jobs over ban on alcoholic drinks in sachets. Wow, Michael, 500,000 workers to lose jobs over ban on alcoholic drinks in sachets. This is what Nigerians manage. Huh? Why are you smiling over there? All right, health experts, others loud NAFDAC's prohibition. That's on sachet drinks. Sachet, I don't want to call their names. All right, first news. Food crisis. Tinubu orders special committees swift intervention. Tinubu orders special committees swift intervention. And on insecurity, still on first news. Senate to grill service chiefs today. Senate to grill service chiefs today. I think that is needed. Let them be proactive in solving the issue of security in the country. We are no longer living in a safe environment. Moving on to Salient Times. What Salient Times is saying at the newsstand this morning: rising cost of living. Nigerians going to bed on empty stomachs. Nigerians going to bed on empty stomachs. Don't politicize hardship. PDP tells federal government. When we tell people that it is very hard for many Nigerians to eat 3 square meals, to look as if or seem as if we are lying. Just a matter of fact that Nigerians can no longer eat 3 square meals a day. Some go to bed with empty stomach. It's just the fact. And it's on the front page of Salient Times that Nigerians are going to bed on empty stomachs. On to the next one, the Vanguard newspaper was the CBN Governor Yemi Cardoso is saying here. What is he saying? Stabilizing Naira task for all Nigerians. He says stabilizing Naira is a task for all Nigerians. That's what Yemi Cardoso is saying here. Vanguard newspaper, what do we have there? Protest over high prices. No food shortage in Nigeria, says federal government. And the government is saying something here as regard this. Pleads with millers, major commodity traders, to make available what's in their stores. Let them make available what's in their stores. It seems some of these people are, ordering their goods. Please let your goods be available for Nigerians to consume. President directs committee to take immediate action to arrest the situation. That's hunger in the land. Hunger, not just hunger, severe ones, serious hunger is in the land. And Nigeria, the government of the day, especially the president of the country, has directed that the situation be arrested. So the next one, the guidance saying inflation, price hike, push an egg a day diet beyond Nigerians' reach. The Punch, what was the Punch saying? This morning, the front page, Nigerians spent $98 billion on foreign trips, education in 10 years. And that's what the CBN governor has said here. And it is responsible for the free fall of Naira against the United States dollar. That's what Yemi Cardoso has said. State governors rally to avert impending food crisis in Nigeria. Like I said 2 days ago, even yesterday, that if care is not taken, the protest will escalate. It will escalate to move from the northern part of the country to the southern parts. House of Reps wants action to end hunger. Cost of living crisis. House of Reps wants action to end hunger. All right, we'll go beyond this. We have several newspapers here, but we really need to dissect these issues and look for a way forward on all these crises affecting the nation, Nigeria. All right, I have Lucky with me and is ready to dissect these issues with me. Lucky, good morning to you.
Good morning, Oga Mike. You see, Nigerians are really serious crying. If you watch me for 1 year now, I'll be crying hunger. No yam, no food. See a lot of people be laughing at me, but those who serious know that what I'm saying serious. But all over Nigeria now, what's happening? Good morning, my brothers and sisters. God bless you. You can see we are not smiling. Nigeria is not smiling. If the House of Rep come say tough and said hunger, the ravaging people, both the rich and the poor, everybody is feeling it. You can see an elderly man who went to market. He said he bought Gary 3,500 last time. And I went there, they said 5,000. You only have 2,000.
Is it one plate of Gary?
Yes, he's trying.
It's not to 5,000.
He's gone. He has
5,000.
He has. That is double.
Okay.
I have the video here.
It has gone beyond that price now.
I have the video here. The man was crying. So what kind of bad luck is this? Why did God bring people for us? So, my brother, I was saying it. Yeah, food. What is the problem? Imagine CPN governor telling us lies that because of people who are seeking for medical,
we embark on
students are the problem of this forest. What concerns dollars with Agbalumo in my village? Everything now dollars. The man, I don't think the man has IQ. Don't know we should look into. Now for 14 days in France. Spanish. What is he doing there? The Nigerians are now going for anarchy. He has to rush back. Declare the state of emergency as how? Tinubu can't you the advisor? The advisor advised him, if you know we cannot produce food, what stop you to open border? Allow food to come in.
Before the Northerners embarked on that protest, we've been saying it here that the president should
declare
state of emergency.
See, food, if you don't eat food, whatever the grammar you are doing, no way, okay? Consulting road, you know it. Can you see? Can you drive? I've been saying it.
Can you even speak?
Can you speak? Look, everybody now, hunger, you must eat. People are crying everywhere. Not even traffic car now, not even going to school. Let me feed my family.
Even water is expensive.
Oh, everything. A bag of pure water is 350.
400 now.
400.
That's it.
And you are proposing
a bottle water now is sold for 200 naira 150.
Okay, Chandon last year was 1.5. Chandon yesterday 4,000 plus because of dollars. What was the name again? CPN governor is telling me because students are traveling to West and medical, because of that one, dollars are no. You should think very well. People are, forget this analyzing, whatever. My brother, they should start down. Declare state of emergency. Have you had Benin? Togo cry for food? No. Declare it. Do you know why? In Southwest here, we don't have food. Imagine, they took some Igbo people, took trailer to East and import food to Abuja, rice. Abakaliki rice.
Yeah, let me quickly say this. I cite you, Taiwo Lawal. Taiwo Lawal visited the newsstand last week, right? That was last week. Taiwo Lawal visited the newsstand last week, all the way from the United Kingdom. And it was an interesting visit. Thank you so much, Taiwo Lawal. I would have said it, I would have announced it, but I wanted you to be on the platform before saying it. Also, thanking, what's his name? Alpha Mungadi. Can you conclude with that, Raphael? all the way from Switzerland, right?
Yes, yes.
Switzerland, all the way from Switzerland.
Switzerland, they
fans
also paid a
visited,
visit to the reviewers.
Yeah,
the
2 days
visit
ago.
2 days ago. We appreciate you
We
all.
appreciate you.
But something happened when Tawulawa visited this place. I don't want to play the video. There's hunger in the land. Fully. everywhere, scatter.
Everywhere scatter because of the incentives.
Even
You
the
know
people
that.
when they talk,
They put us here.
You know, I
They
always
said
say,
they are part
Rap,
of the review.
you know, I always say,
I said they are part of the review.
yes. Rap, I always say about food,
They are part of the
that if you don't eat well, you cannot stand. If you don't fuel your vehicle cannot move. I've been saying it here. Yam are very important. Rice are very, even tomato to alibasa.
So Taiwo, please, next time you visit the newsstand, please always meet the presenter so that we can coordinate this in a good manner.
The
Because
reviewers,
it was
the
something
anchor,
else. If I have your number, I'll send
They
the
fought
videos
over
to
many
you for you to see what
transpired.
transpired here.
They fought us.
Immediately you left the newsstand.
Yes.
It was something else.
It was something else.
Serious. Look at that one. Oh, chaos.
Because
It was chaos.
Because of the hunger in the town, my brother. Because the hunger in the town. You can see what is happening. I told you, okay, man. I've been singing it. That hunger. That Tinubu is around now. What is he doing? He said you have declared of emergency. I said, for where? You are not producing yam. You are not producing rice. You are not producing anything. What you do? Use your common sense. Open border. If the line, he say open border. Which border do you open? Take a walk to Idiroko. More than 1,000 police and custom on the road. Just few kilometers to Benedict. Why don't you allow food to come in? People are not going to farm anymore because of kidnapping. Are we going to remain like this? No, I'm asking you, are we going to remain like this? See everybody, okay, thank God, House of Rep, Senator, everybody, ministers are now saying hunger is too much. They don't longer go to their village anymore. People are talking, how can we eat? That is it a bad thing that we voted for President Tinubu, who they know that is a grassroots person. Today, you are not giving us hunger. I get to be no. People, do you need to sit for time in the street before you know you can give them food? Sanwo-Olu, Lagos State. What is Lagos rice? Where is it? Where is Lagos rice? You said you promised. Do you remember that Tinubu promised that I'm going to give average Nigerians, is it 8,000 naira? Some advisors asked you not to do that. He channeled the money to the governors. What happened? Governors went and changed it to blue change and kept their dollars. Did you see any rise? No. What kind of policy is this? Nigerians are angry. Nigerians are angry. Let me tell you, what will happen to Nigeria today? After the match, after South Africa and Nigeria match, if Nigeria win that match, it will be good for Tinubu. If Nigeria lost that match, that protest that have stopped temporary in Kaduna and Niger or Kano, Lagos will start it. By the time Lagos started, it goes everywhere.
What concerns match with?
No, people, you know, when you come from football national team, whether I know my people, when you come for national team, everybody will hold on.
It's happening today.
It happened today.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Wow.
If not so, after the match, if Nigeria win today, it's good for him.
So
they will jubilate.
So if we win, we won't go out on the street to protest.
If we win, they will be celebrated. But if Nigeria lose today, I bet you they will face protest maybe Ojota or this next week. I'm telling you. Because there's no option. People are hungry. People are really hungry. Oh no. See, let's focus on food today, okay, Mike? And you see that somebody say no be lie. Somebody say no be lie. Somebody just pass it by. Let's focus on food today. I've been saying it. That's why I say, Minister of Yam, the update I'm giving you now, nothing you can post of it. The worst thing is that some of these food coming from Southeast, the little one from Abuja, you see police collecting money for the soldier collecting money for. I'm going to stop them before the food get to Lagos. They have expired. And Convenes is not doing anything concerning that. So let's focus on food. Not on that economy, what Soludo is saying. Cardoso. No, just talking rubbish that because people travel to over that I see is catching up dollars. How can somebody, a student, is spending 13 million naira. Are you getting me? This dollar doesn't come out. The bankers are holding the dollars. But that is not my concern. My concern is that how can common man produce rice, produce food, bring it and sell to the rural area? What is government doing about it? He said we should patient. How long can Nigeria be patient? 9 months have gone, almost 8 months. So we should patient. No. Are you getting me? No.
All right, thank you so much.
That will come out outside. The only thing, ask people, let them have their opinion that Nigerians are resort. Nigeria, we are suffering.
Thank you so much, Lucky. I appreciate you for coming on. David, you're welcome. You have a caller on the line, right? All right, Ogumagala, good morning to you. Where are you calling us from?
Good morning, bros. I'm calling from Italy. I want to thank you guys for your good work. May God continue to bless you guys. May God continue to strengthen you guys. I want to tell Bros Lucky something. Nigeria should stop complaining. There is no need to complain. The problem of Nigeria is not Tinubu. Tinubu is not the problem of Nigeria. The sin Nigeria as a country has committed for the past years is hurting Nigeria. And I want to tell Nigeria something. Nigeria is holding the only prophet of God on this earth we are. Nigeria is holding that man. Nigeria should release Mazenande Kano and ask him for forgiveness. And I think Nigeria youth, Yoruba, Hausa, this group of people, you need to tell Nigeria government, release this man and ask this man for forgiveness. Go and watch Mazenande Kano video. Everything Mazenande Kano said from the beginning, he started talking about Nigeria have come to pass. Nigeria, you should protest about this man. Tell Nigeria government to leave this man. Go check country country that hold man of God, prophet of God. Check the country that hold them, or children of God. Check what happened to those country in the past. You people read Bible. Stop complaining. Even if that Peter B is in that position, Tinubu are. Peter B will still face more than the problem Tinubu is facing. Nigeria has committed a lot of sin. Nigeria government. Can you imagine a country that during election you will just pick up a newborn baby and use it for rituals? This is just the problem of Nigeria. Instead of Nigeria used to protest for good things, they will be protesting if something happened to so person, musician, they will start protesting. They hold a prophet of God in your own land. When you as a Nigeria know that this will cause destruction to Nigeria, you people are keeping quiet. But ordinary person who is not a prophet of God, they will hold him. You people will keep on protesting. Watch and see, even if say Tinubu come out now, they impeach Tinubu, Peter will be enter this push. He go watch past this one. Make everybody know they complain, say Tinubu this, Tinubu that, Tinubu this. If any other person, even if that lucky when they talk, if they put lucky for that position again, I see the same thing will still continue to happen. My brother, thank you for your good work.
From Italy. Thank you so much. All right, you have what this young man said. I'm quickly to the comment section before I allow you to speak. And, was Taiwo saying, okay, another blah blah blah. Oh, holy prophet. All right, Abu Mosiah, I've said it. Don't lie. Okay, I don't understand this. But let me quickly say this, David. It seems the government is now doing something concerning this hunger that is ravaging the country. Yesterday, the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ordered his cabinet to see to this raging crisis. How do you think this could be solved? Don't forget that last year, after the subsidy removal, the president ordered that palliatives should be shared. At the end of the day, some Nigerians got it, and many Nigerians were not able to get that palliatives. Do you think this committee can resolve the crisis in the country? This is an emergency issue. David.
Good morning to you, Mr. Michael Adekunle, and to our wonderful viewers around the globe. I believe on this issue of hunger ravaging the land, I think the government themselves are not ready to help the common man. It is always, Nigerians always, our government would always draft out good policy. When you see it on the newspaper, you think this policy, once this policy is being implemented, it will solve crisis. It will help reduce unemployment, hunger in the land. But one thing is that the same government that has drafted that policy will not implement it. They will not implement it. Even those that want to implement that policy are also looking for avenue to siphon money so as to get more money to themselves, so that an average Nigerian on the street will slump and die. The president, I want to tell him that President Tinubu, I know he's smart, but to some extent, he's becoming insensitive of what's happening in the country. He should not toe the same path Buhari toe. He should not toe the same path Buhari toe. Because I believe, you know, that the food we produce here is not sufficient. It's not sufficient to feed Nigerians. What he ought to have done is to open border. Open the border, let food come in, let people buy food and see. Let people store food in their different home. You know this issue of you shutting borders and then asking our farmers to go to the farm. Now this food is the major problem in Nigeria. That policy is not yielding any positive impact in Nigeria as it stands. You know it. The food that is produced in Nigeria will not be enough to feed over 250 million Nigerians. And don't forget that even simple elders, farmers no longer go to the farm because of the insecurity issues in Nigeria. So that alone should give him a sense of belonging, that let me open down these borders. So let food come into the country. That is the only way to solve all this issue. Because if he told, I say just like what Pastor Martin used to say, he said the North tolerated Buhari because Buhari was their person. For a good 8 years, Buhari was even worse compared to these governments. But was the Northern Northerners tolerated him because he's their own person. How many months that Tinubu is not in office? Just 2 months. Sorry, 8 months now. You've seen protests in Kano and in Niger. Very soon, this issue of protest will still escalate among the nooks and crannies of the federation. And when they get to the federation, my brother, Nigerians will start chanting, Tinubu must go. Tinubu must go. So him as the president, he should address this issue of hunger immediately, with what immediate effects. Giving Nigerian excuse, it is not the way forward. Nigerians don't need excuse. He's the president. Nigerians now on Friday, someone wanted to buy phone charger. All those touts in that I start the money. And told the person, say, me are the hungry, you won't buy phone charger. Start the money and then see, run away. So I think at this point, the president needs to be on top of this situation, because this situation is becoming so worrisome and then alarming. And to the president, appointing mechanic as the CBN governor. I used to tell them. I was telling you that see, Kanoso is a mechanic. He knows not about monetary policy.
Because of the statements he made.
Yes, it's about because financial experts will not come out and see, even to a layman that knows nothing about economics, he will not come out and justify and say because Nigerians are traveling abroad for school, education, medical, and then tourism. That is why you see dollar is on the very high side. To me, that is a layman.
I don't think it's contributed.
It is not. It is not. It is not. Now, I believe if you have a formidable economy, the major thing is that we don't produce. We don't produce. If Nigeria kickstart today to start producing, there's no how our exchange rate would also be viable.
Is that not the reason? Is that not the reason why the former president shut borders to encourage local production?
Which local production did it? Which local production did it? Which local production? Buhari was a foolish man. Buhari gave money to northern farmers to encourage local production. But how far with the money? This same man went, counted away this money, and then went to marry wives. You saw it now. They were doing money. They were doing wedding with federal government money. Money have been given to them to go and then farm. But see, some individuals went, counted away this money, and then started building, getting married with this money. And up to today, none of those farmers were arrested. None of those farmers. So some extent, why is a foolish man? Now, before you give out this money, let there be data of people that is money we have been given to. I believe that even as the CBN governor, what you ought to do is to advise government about monetary policy. That is your major. That is the function of the CBN governor.
Telling us that Yemi Cardoso is not capable of handling.
Emefiele is better than him. Emefiele is better than him. Emefiele is better than Cardoso. Emefiele, forget to see. Emefiele did not plug Nigeria in. Okay. Now, when Emefiele was the CBN governor, how much was the exchange rate? How much was it now? How much was what? How much was the exchange rate now?
It went up during this one time too.
It went up some extent, but now it has even escalated. Now you coming out instead of you providing solutions. Now you are telling Nigerians that stop going on the tourists, stop going on DC, stop going on medical visits. That's not the solution. The solution is for you to run a very viable economy. Encourage local, productions. That is the only way. Cardoso was being picked when he was still working with Ashwaju there now. You know how it works. So you coming in to tell Cardoso, what can he see? He has not done. He has not put any monetary policy in place. Now you cannot say people who source for people. See, importers will source for dollars, will source for forex, because this is a major exchange rate. Governors who are stocking money, dollars, if truly this government issue is meant of fighting corruption, you have governors stocking. Akpabio was busy sharing dollars when he went for a burial in the States. A CBN governor, a Senate president. Now, see what happened now. Dangote, the CBN, NFSC has told Dangote that see, they run out of crude oil. Now, Dangote said he will now source for dollars to go and bring crude oil. He wants to go and bring crude oil from America. Now, are you telling that same Dangote will not source for forex? These are issues that CBN and then NNPC need to have checked or put in place. so that at least Dangote can have access to this crude oil. Again, it will help build our naira. So I think on this issue, if the government wants this issue of naira fall every day, government know what to do. See, invest in small scale business owner. Let there be constant power supply. Let the end what insecurity. Encourage local productions. My brother, every day no be see every street here na church. No company, we don't produce. No matter the prayer, we pray from now to next 20 billion years. My brother, nothing go work. Naira will still become so weak. Let the government start looking diverse way to start building industries, but to start producing. That is the only logic. Forget all this your dollar, you like all dollar 20 billion times. Let Nigerians also let our goods also be, let foreigners also buy from us. That will help our dollar grow. That is a local economies, even to a layman. Let government. Okay, now everywhere you see church, mosque. No companies. And you want dollar, and then you want naira to be strong. You want naira to be strong. You want naira to be viable. This is common sense. Start building industries. Forget all this nonsense, monetary policy.
All right, David Okafor is saying that your namesake, saying that I am ashamed of Tinubu and his worthless supporters who are destroying this ganja weed.
Coming here to start saying this one. Cardoso, you know Cardoso now?
Yeah.
It's how you tell people. He's a mechanic. You know talk about monetary policy. Like here you go there, dollar goes to 2,000 naira.
Why did you say he's a mechanic?
He's a mechanic. You know.
He has been in the banking sector.
He has been in the banking sector. He worked in the banking sector. Now, when he was the MD of a bank, don't forget that every bank, commercial bank is quite different from the CBN. Commercial bank, when you enter commercial bank, you want to make interest, profit. But as the CBN, you are there just to your own function is just monetary policy. It's a policy just to stable the naira and the economy. But now he knows nothing about that.
I think someone is saying something here. Kema Brains, please send the account details of this young man speaking now. He's always energetic. Okay, you can go behind the camera to do that. And for more information, there's a number you can call on the comment section. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. Appreciate you for coming on board. All right, Kema Brains.
I'm coming for you.
Okay, Matthew, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. By the grace of the living God.
All right, the First Lady of the country, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has said that this is just a temporary situation.
What does she know? What does she know about the economy? What does she know about the economy? Even the Cardoso that should know better is pushing it to Nigerians. You have the yam, you have the knife.
I said that we
I
can
say,
do together.
no, get me right.
Yeah.
You have the yam, you have the knife. You can make policy, you can enforce it. They started with borrowing dollar. At the first instance, they borrowed about $3 billion US. So see whether they could crash.
Suppose that's the wrong number. That's not my number. Please, that's the wrong number. Please, edit it. All right, sorry, continue.
At the first instance, they borrowed about $3 billion US. At the second instance, I think that was from World Bank. At the second instance, they borrowed about $10 billion. They are saying that is not working. At the point, they started accusing Bureau de Change operators. At the point, they started accusing some privileged Nigerians that are doing holding dollar. At the time, they gave commercial banks order to dispense all dollar they hold in excess of what their regulation allows them to hold. What am I trying to say? If you look at all their actions, their policies, you see someone who is doing trial and error. Obviously, they are doing trial and error, running away from the facts. What does it take government to aggressively diversify the economy? Are we saying funding is the problem? What does it take to aggressively diversify the economy? If as we speak, even with the current hardship, we are seeing massive cultivation of wheat, for instance. We know, yes, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We are seeing positive action from the government. Because if you do that, the pressure that comes from importation of forest you need to import flour. If we now become self-sufficient in terms of wheat cultivation and we have flour mills where we are making our flour, that pressure will be taken off from the dollar need. Now, Mr. Mike, let me take your attention to Dangote. Do you know how much NNPC used to import PMS a year and all the refined products? And we are saying that this refinery can supply all our local consumption. They have capacity to refine 650,000 barrels a day. As we speak, that facilities have only been able to source 6 million barrels of crude. If you do the plus, if you divide it by 650,000 barrels that it can refine a day, you are looking at, in just 10 days, they would have exhausted that. And then the NPC will be telling us that they have committed all their crude to their international trade partners as an excuse of not giving Dangote the crude that he needed. Telling us that the government is now telling us that the newly signed Petroleum Industry Act that was signed into law by Muhammadu Buhari, that there's a section in it that says oil majors like Shell, Chevron, and ExxonMobil must sell part of their quota to local refineries. You know that as we speak, Dangote is making plan to go and source crude from the United States of America, and we have identified inability to refine locally as one of our major problems. And we know that if Dangote start refining, it will take care of our local consumption. And if that happens, the money we are using the forest we are using to import refined products, that one will be saved and will be channeled towards other areas. Why is government not making conscious efforts, giving it all to ensure that Dangote gets crude from Nigeria so that he can start refining? Now Dangote will not be sourcing for dollar to go and buy crude from America, and we are saying we don't have enough forests. And the government will be telling us that the percentage of Nigeria who were excluded in abroad before were about 17,000. Now they're about 70,000 as an excuse. They'll be blaming it on percentage of diaspora remittance. I'm not saying all these things are not factors, but the one that within your reach you can solve, why not to give it attention? Particularly this Dangote issue. Another thing is innocent automobile not producing. Why don't you make a policy to stop some category of imported vehicles to encourage innocent? And all the money, all the forage you are using to go and import all those vehicles, you can give even a grant to innocent motor to mass produce and supply our economy and even export. So what I'm saying is that some action you can take is to address the dollar demand. Because I agree with government that it is issue of demand and supply. But there are some things you can address. It will address the pressure on dollar, like this Dangote refinery, like innocent motor. You understand? And that's why I find it difficult to buy into any argument or conversation of the coordinating minister of the economy, Wale Edu, and the CBN governor. Because for me, the major things they should do, they are not doing it.
Now, moving on to the protest that rocked the capital of Niger State, also Kano State, over the hunger that is killing Nigerians now. It's not until the guy before the government to respond to it. But the question I want to ask you, why is it that the government, the government allow the people cry before they respond to challenges?
Let me tell you that Buhari government is a mistake that shouldn't have happened to Nigeria. And we thought that no government could be as worse as that of Buhari's government. We're going to sample opinion of Nigerians and compare Tinubu's government so far with Buhari's government. who will tell you that Buhari government was better. Now, the issue is, I told somebody before the election that if a Southern wins, and even after the election, I told David that if the situation continues with what we had under Buhari, that the way they not tolerated a Buhari, they cannot tolerate a Southerner like that. And that's why this government needs to do something urgently. Because we are going to see a serious wave of protests that is going to be ignited from the north. The fact is, you cannot take away the fact that there's hunger, there's suffering. So if that is the basis for which they are protesting, it's justified. I don't know what the digital government from opening border. If I say now, someone that will say it will discourage local cultivation of rice. But you can balance it. If you open the border, rice, for instance, are coming in. What you see that is threatening local consumption, you close it. And again, our national reserve, do we have sufficient grain in our national reserve? Because the other time they said they were giving 5 billion worth of grain to each state. We started hearing stories of it didn't get to the states. So if actually you give out that quantity, then encourage farmers to produce. And they are producing, even if we are importing, you can absorb every production and keep in our national strategic reserve, depending on when you are sure that the importation is threatening local consumption, you will regulate it. So for me, I think the government should go back to the drawing board.
All right, thank you so much. I think we have a caller on the line, right? You have a caller on the line?
You are becoming too tribalistic. No, I'm talking about no.
No, I have no business.
But like you.
Good morning, Sunday.
Now you think so?
Hello, Sunday, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Philip TV.
Can you hear me?
Good morning, the view all over the world. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Welcome to the program, Sunday.
Yeah, welcome. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Philip TV. Good morning, the view. My appreciate greeting to everyone. Yeah. For the topic of Nigeria hardship, I think that now we have got to where every Nigeria should know that we will no more depend on our government in many things. We should fight for ourselves. You know, when Buhari was in power, the northern people look at it as their own person. That is why Nigeria get to where we are now like this. And where we are now in this country, my brother, no escape route for anybody, because things is going to be worse. Because when you have a people that are incompetent, from the head to all the people under, let me just say that everybody under APC are the worst people that ever happened to this country. Because how you tell me that when Tinubu come as the leader of APC, now you want him to blame Buhari? If he blame Buhari now, who will Buhari blame after 8 years of APC? So see where we find ourselves. That is why to buy food outside now is problem. Well, problem. Dollar now is 1.5 per dollar, and we are clapping. We are still laughing. Some people will say, now Yoruba person, now Igbo person, now this one. Many people for this country now P2B still be their problem. They never wake up to know the real problem they are passing through. They are saying P2B, Igbo this, Igbo that. Because when they come in this 2023, in the 2023 election, they use tribe to scatter everything so that we will not have one voice to fight for ourselves. Look at common Senegal. Because the president called off the election. What happened? Everybody come out in the street, but for years, who want to die? Everybody will say, I don't want to die, I don't want to do this thing. Your president will leave you. From Buhari, 8 years. He used 4 years to travel. Now Tinubu have started again to use the whole year that he want to use to rule Nigeria to travel. And when you go to the north, kidnap everywhere. Abuja self is not safe. Yoruba land is not safe. In the east is not safe. Where are we going to stay now? All the whole police, army are guiding them there in Abuja. Okay, me and you that do not have power to go. See, okay, even the hospital now, no hospital, federal hospital is working in this country. Okay, me and you that don't have money to travel abroad for treatment, if we sick now, we'll die in this country. The president will sick, they will run to France. The sitting governor, Akilo sick, he died in Germany. A sitting governor cannot build a hospital for himself. And we are still saying, he say, na my party, na my party. What will be your party? You are following a party that with those people, they have taken everything that belongs to you, they render you useless, because many of us now, those people, those politicians have rendered everybody useless, nothing to write home about. But you can, if you have 5 children now, you cannot buy food that will feed them in 3 days. Okay, what is the minimum wage that they pay civil servant 30,000, and one senator? How much is the senator's salary? And they are still buying motor for themselves. They are still giving them how many billion. Now they are not talking of million again in this present cabinet of Tinubu. What they are talking is billion, and people are dying for hunger. Some people have not seen what to eat, and what they will do, they will be there speaking English. See. I want to say it again loud and clear, my brother. If Nigeria know what to do, everybody buy gun, fight the government. If they don't want you to get peace, then too they will never have that peace that they don't want us to get. Because enough, about how many years in 1960? Because I now see that maybe Nigeria is not ripe yet to get independent, because we are still behaving like a baby. Okay, Tinubu come, his wife tell her that they did not come because of Nigeria money, they have enough money. But the only money, inside this 1 year, almost 1 year now, they are ruling this country. You know how much those people are still from Nigeria treasury? And we are here, we are laughing, clapping for them, say, na Yoruba person, now this person, okay? If Nigeria don't know what to do, and a pastor will come out to tell us that we should pray for dollar to come down, who will pray? Even the Israel, what they call God of Israel. Israel are using weapons to fight for themselves. Not that we will be here waiting for God to come. God get many work when they do. Not only Nigeria, God get to. God get many, all the whole world still waiting for God. If we still wait for God to fight for us, we will remain. And that's how we will continue to suffer if we're never ready to fight for ourselves. You understand? Because you know, all the whole youth now, they will use, look at the way you go to West, they want to turn it to Agboro. For North, they don't know what they are doing because of what? Ramadan. That's why you see that all of them indulge into kidnapping, this thing, nothing to write to my back. That's why I'm ashamed of this country, Sha. I'm ashamed because many people in this country, we behave like a dumb there. We say we go to school. What we learn in school? And you learn something in school, you allow illiterate to come and rule you and control you. A professor will not conduct election for illiterate man to come and control him and say, Professor, this is what I want you to do as a professor, and you still sit down there and you are still happy. Well, see, Nigeria, if you know what to do, rise up and fight for yourself. Buy gun, fight the fight. Everybody now is, for this country itself, everybody's supposed to have gun on their own to fight the government. If government come for you, you go for them because they don't want you to get peace. You not give them peace. Okay? Look at Niger. Even Nigeria military, now, if we say let military take over now, the military are more corrupt than the
All right,
politicians.
Sunday.
So
Thank
God
you
bless
so
everybody
much,
next
Sunday.
time.
Thank you for your contribution.
No problem. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. All right. We've always said that on this platform, Nigerians should come out and speak. We've always, you are always of the opinion that you should speak,
Yeah,
regardless of what is happening.
yeah,
You should
indeed.
have one voice. And we had it yesterday, a few days ago, Niger State. Some of the people living there, the citizens, came out en masse to protest the hunger that is currently ravaging the country. And this has triggered the federal government to, as well, open up on issues. And the president has set up a committee to look into that. This is an emergency thing. I think the people are speaking now, right?
Thank you, Mr. Mike. You see, I'm an advocate of a thriving democracy. And in every democracy that thrives, the citizens are active. The citizens don't go to sleep when someone is at the helms of affairs. All right, because they know that politics has a direct impact on their livelihood. Right? So I think to the Niger State indigents, if they were sponsored or not, I think it's a show of statesmanship. Protesting is a show of statesmanship. It simply shows that you have interest in the progress of your state. Look at what is happening in Senegal. In Senegal, the current president is trying to, desecrate the Senegalese constitution. And the Senegalese went all out to protest for the prosperity, for their democracy to be sustained and to be respected. In Nigeria, we could see that why we have this so much level of impunity in this country is because we had happened to be a nation that has more of unpatriotic citizens than patriotic citizens. We have happened to be a nation whereby people would rather die for their religion rather than die for their country. This is why today we can see that in our Nigerian army we have less people there. This is why we can see that even in every state people will fail to hold their state governors accountable. Yes, I know. I commend the Niger State guys. I commend the Kano people who are out there protesting. And I think it's an exemplary way to go for we the Southerners to also take our destiny to our hands. All right? Because, yes, the food inflation is cutting across everybody. I don't think it's leaving anybody out. Whether you come out here and say that Tinubu is not your president, it doesn't matter. This thing is touching you. Right? And I think it's an indictment on the federal government, most especially on its Minister of Agriculture, most especially on its NSA, because we understand that one of the key reasons why people will not go to farm now because of the high level of insecurity in the rural areas. And I think people need to be specific in their requests. One of the things that has bedeviled us, or one of the mistakes that we have always made from years past is when we go out to protest, we don't have a direction of protest. All right? We always tend to model it up. Every protest must be specific. There has to be a specificity in your protest. In France today, they are protesting for one thing. They said they are saying no to cheap import of agricultural produce. Right? I have listened to people who spoke before me, people like Matthew, people like David, that I call a Banewedu economist, but I don't blame them because the current administration has not taken it upon itself to show high level, commitment, dedication, and communication. Because we must be productive. If we want anything to get better in this country, we must be productive. And I support wholeheartedly the removal of dollar subsidy. I keep saying it, I support it. But the government is failing in one basic thing. Their body language, their system of communication. People need to be educated and re-educated on a weekly basis. And then you need to show workings. I asked myself a question. I said, the Minister of Agriculture, since when he has been inaugurated, if he has planted, for instance, Agbado, right, or Ewa, beans, on let's say 10,000 hectares of land, because these guys came on board, I think August or so, right? Maybe June, August, thereabout, June, July. These ministers, they were appointed around that period of time.
If 10,000 acres of land, then employ people.
If he had just taken one seed or one crop, or let me say Agbado, that's corn.
Let me focus on this.
I'm telling you by now, we would have harvested corn and we will be having cheap corn. Do you know that corn is the most important grain in the world? Because crop is multi-purpose, is uncomparable to any other form of grain. You need corn for for child meat food, you need corn for poultry, you need corn for livestock, you need corn for
breweries.
to even brew alcohol, you need corn for boiling. You know. So for me, I think yes. For as long as we are having cheaper dollar, nobody will think of going to the farm because you know if I go to Togo, because you know if I go to China, I can import these things for free. But now that you have taken the right decision to remove the dollar subsidy, you now need to show working, and that is where they are failing. They are failing to take action. They are failing to communicate. There's no transparency. Everything is opaque. This country belongs to everybody. As a matter of fact, we are supposed to have a like 100-inch of television showing the current status of the country. You know, I mean, that's me exaggerating, but what I mean is we should be able to log into the CBN and see what our forex reserve is. You and I cannot say what the forex reserve is categorically. All we know is the forex reserve has been depleted by Emefiele and every corrupt politician. You know, I mean, yesterday I expected the House of Reps. I mean, these are our representatives. I expected them to ask Yemi Cardoso what is the exact value of forex reserve, but none of them did. And this House of Reps are the reflection of who we are as a people. Because nobody has ever come here to say that this House of Reps were rigged in. Don't forget, Beavers worked for the House of Reps and Senators. How come these people are not working for us? I have always said it that if the president was a mistake, the House of Reps are always there to checkmate it. Because in every democracy, the legislative arm of government is the most important. In America, we know how he goes around to lobby a bipartisan support of the Congress. But what we have here in this country is the National Assembly members, or can I ask you a question, Raf? Our National Assembly members, was there an issue with the election? Was there any issue? Was there a statement that they were rigged? Was there a statement that beavers went off for our senators and House of Reps?
No.
Nobody will come here and tell you that these guys were rigged in. Yes, everybody is going around shouting the president was rigged in. But the House of Reps and Senators in every democracy are the most important people. That is we not understanding who to actually hold responsible. In a Senate climb, yes, you hold the president responsible, but your House of Reps are way more important because they are your voices, they are your eyes, they are your ears. Yesterday, one of them, none of them could ask the Cardoso man, Oga, what is our forex reserve? We want to know why we are not backing the dollar. None of them asking one, but we know that the forex reserve has been depleted.
Okay, before we take this call, Chima, just hold on a bit before I allow Rafael in.
Okay.
There's someone, Robert Uche, saying that, John Wick, Niyi, why are you always focused on reps? Fish the rods from the head down. Checkmate the man in Asoro is supported. That's what they say.
I think he doesn't understand how democracy works. And I also want Raphael to listen. He doesn't know how democracy works. In democracy, the president is not the most powerful. You are just being disingenuous and being ignorant. You are an ignoramus. If you come out and say that the president is the most powerful, the president will be as powerful as the National Assembly wants him to be. There's a reason why Tinubu did not invade Niger Republic. There's a reason why Tinubu has not taken some actions against the Northerners. There's a reason why Tinubu cannot come out and say that I want to cut the cost of governance, most especially the National Assembly.
Here don't correct to do tomorrow. Another thing in the call. Jane Ogon. All right, thank you so much. Raphael, welcome. I think we have a call on the line.
Who is that person? And you should remember time.
Oh.
It's not time now.
Be careful, Raphael. All right, Chima, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle. Good morning, Mr. Raf. compliments of the day. Honestly, Mr. Adekunle, I wanted to make my comments. When he was talking, I want to engage Lee a little bit. Unfortunately, you allowed me to go before you brought me in. Anyway, it's all the same. Good, no problem. Let me say what I want to say. Lee should be ashamed of himself. He should hide himself, his face in shame. It's too early to lament. It's unfortunate that Adekunle will come out here after 10 months to advocate for Nigerians to go to the streets and start demonstrate. Stupidity is when a man has an opportunity to fix things or to make things right, and the man decides to bring calamity upon himself and later on turn out and start lamenting. We all saw this calamity coming, but because of the bigotry and the tribalism in them, they decided to vote this incompetent man in power. Vote Tinubu, give Tinubu opportunity. Tinubu will fix Nigeria like he fixed Lagos State. Mr. Michael Adekunle, and fixing with this so now, no be so. If Tinubu want hammer or digger or spanner, we are ready to bring for him so that he can start fixing Nigeria. He's fixing Nigeria. A man that virtually surrounded himself, his cabinet, with incompetent people because of people that are his allies. How can he work? If you see the CBN governor, you will know that this man is an incompetent CBN governor. He's not doing anything. It has reached to a stage where Nigerians, a grown-up man, will go to the market and start crying because he lacks money in his pocket to purchase what he wants to take to his family home. Mr. Lee is here telling us that the president is not powerful. Let me tell him before his face that Nigerian president is the most powerful president in the world as it stands today. The much reason I tell people that there's no democracy in Nigeria. In a democratic setup, the legislative arm was formed to checkmate the exercises of the executive. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. You will see the same executive that legislators are meant to be supervised. They are the same people choosing leaders for the legislatures. How can you expect a rubber stamp legislator to work against Tinubu that picked them hand on? He has them in his pocket. Akpabio was picked by Tinubu and put there as a stooge. Whatever he brought to the table, he will sign. Is that a parliament? They are just there to collect that 35 million naira monthly salary, nothing more. Concerning the food shortages in Nigeria, the food will continue to be short in Nigeria. Why? Because the northerners, the farmers are no more going to farm because of insecurity. Nobody wants to risk his life and go to the farm, and they will kidnap him and be demanding millions, and they will waste his life or her life because he's in the farm. So, the much is in Nigeria now, right now, the only solution is what? Divide this income, this good for nothing content, or you go regional so that governance will be nearer to the people. You can't be in Abuja and be controlling someone that is in Imo State, or someone that is in Kebbi, or someone that is in Lagos. It cannot work. And they should start encouraging the local producer. Imagine a Nigeria, a country that has a car producing company like innocent vehicles. The same government of that country will leave the same innocent vehicles because he's an Igbo man. They will go and patronize somebody in Japan. You go and buy automobiles from Asia, paying taxes, paying SSCs, because they felt maybe if they encourage this man will grow. There's no government in power. You have an incompetent government. When you say something, when you protest, they will tell you, like Let me say, like someone like Rufayo saying of team, when he said the truth, they call him Omale. Just like many of them are calling people the sincere Yorubas that I this platform. They have tagged them Omale because they are saying the truth. They want them to align with the rubbish they are permitting in this platform. Nigerians are not yet ready to live like human beings. This is the genesis. By the time we reach the revelation, people will start drinking water. And I bet you, what me today, many people that are supporting this incompetent government, they will rise up and start fighting them. It's sacrosanct. It must surely come to pass. It must surely come to pass because at a time when you want somebody to the wall, to the ground, the point will reach where that person will stand up and say, no, I don't want to stay here anymore. God bless you, Mr. Adekunle. I do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a brilliant contribution.
Yeah, very
Brilliant one.
brilliant.
Pointed many things there.
Yeah.
I feel you have anything to say as regards what
There's a thing myself.
contributed on the
No, he tried. I stand by all his points, and I want to add more on the process that brought in the lawmakers. If you look at Nigerian lawmakers, most of them were elected into that position. Then on getting to the house there, they changed. They are all subject to change. They are all liable to change. On getting to the house, they will start doing another things, not minding the constituents, the constituency where they are coming from, the electorate, the people that put them in that position. They will start their cultism of a thing. Nigerian lawmakers, Nigerian legislatives, the house is like a coven of Ekanka, coven where the Amoks, the Obonis are operating. That's why I call them cult men. They will forget the poor man on the streets. They will forget the people in the localities that, took out their time to stand on the sun just to make sure that they get there. It is cultic. They are cultic group. The lawmakers are cult heroes. Number one is Akpabio. Godswill Akpabio. I remember when he was the governor of Akwa Ibom. Go and interview every Akwa Ibomite. He or she will tell you that Godswill Akpabio is a cannibal. He killed and he killed and killed. The people in his communities, if you talk or say anything against him, Godwin Akpabio would have you killed. He will send people after you. I had female friends from Akwa Ibom. I had male friends from Akpabio. From Akwa Ibom in the past. The president, as of this time I'm talking to you, they don't like Akpabio. They are not celebrating Akpabio as the Senate president because they know that the man, his performances in the past as a governor of Akwa, a governor of Akwa Ibom State, he did not do well. He only erected that stadium, edifice. We know it's an edifice. He only achieved that and made sure that he gave them good roads. But when you talk about human relationship, his public image, Akpabio's public relation image is zero. If you come forward with any advice, Akpabio would eliminate you. He killed many people in Akwa Ibom. See, they all perpetrate this evil because they know that they had immunity clause that covers them. That nobody should come after them if they left the service, government office or agencies. So let me tell you, the stooges, lawmakers are to the presidency did not start today. In the past, we have somebody like, and if you go contrary to the office of the president, Mr. President, that's the executive, The rest of the cult members will go after you. I could not forget in a haste when Wabara was impeached. The former president of Senate, House of Assembly. I could not forget in a haste when Ivan Enweren was impeached. I could not forget in a haste when Chuba Kadibo was impeached. If you have anybody impeached in that house, that person was a good man. If you had any lawmaker as a president of House of Senate, National House of Assembly, if you have him impeached in Nigeria, such a man is a good man. Chuba Kadibo was impeached because he was going contrary to all the tyrannical suggestion of policy of Chief Obasanjo. Chuba Kadibo, they brought all manner of dangerous allegations against this man, and he was impeached. Mike, if you get elected into that house and you want to follow the rules and regulations of lawmaking, they will impeach you because you must go cohesively. You must adhere. You must adhere to instructions of lawmaker members. You must rhyme with them. Failure to do so, they will push you out. So let me tell you, like what Udeze said, they are stooges to the Department of what? Executive. It can never work. So let me tell you again, as Lee said, the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria could never do anything without being in concession with the lawmakers. Do you know why? I don't take that statement. Why? The kind of power, energy, strength, right, invested on the Nigerian president, on that office of the presidency of this country. I've never seen it anywhere in the world. Tinubu is more powerful than Vladimir Putin. Tinubu is more powerful than, what do you call this man, Joe Biden. See, let me tell you. Oh my God. The most powerful, not Tinubu, Nigerian president is the most powerful president in the world. The lower house plays eye service. The upper house always on your mandate, we shall stand every day. They stand on your mandate. They pay homage to him in solidarity to show him that they support him both in evil and good. That's what Udeze means. They play eye service, they support him by and large. So that's what makes Nigerian president the most powerful president in the world. So tell me, why such president could not just come out one day and say, I opened the border, let rice flow in so that Nigerians will be enjoying themselves. Now, he is trying to tell us that he could not do without the lawmakers. It's a lie. It is a lie. Pathological lie. Tinubu has the right to do anything. Tinubu has bought both lower and the upper house. Tinubu has bought all. Tinubu has bought all of them with his money. I'm telling you. So what he's trying to do is to show the people here that, he's lining up with lawmakers. I think you understand. With lawmakers, with the upper house, and they say he's aligning with them. No, Tinubu doesn't. He has power to do all things in Nigeria here. So what I'm trying to say is that we should not be looking at that side. Lawmakers in Nigeria, they have already, let me say, they have failed. They have failed. There's nothing you can tell these people to change. There's nothing you can do for them. They will not be looking up to Mr. President, if that woman. So let me tell you, Nigerian president is the most powerful, as Udeze said, it's true. They can do undo. No excuse. They don't have any excuse not to do anything in Nigeria.
Can we have more protests or agitation like that of Niger State and Kano?
And yeah. Mike, what I'm suggesting about that protest is that Kano will do their own. Kano has not done their own. most of the insecure regions of the north should come out to protest. One, security. There's no security there. Two, food crisis. We have issue with food in Nigeria. That is the economic, hardship. It's getting much, and if you go to north, it is worst. It is worst in the north. See, the whole states across the northern region should come out to protest. Mid-belt started their own. That is when we, the southerners, southwest, southeast, we are going to, give our support to them.
Is that the language the government understand?
Yes, I think the protest is language to understand, because if we started protests now, I think that will break down activities, both economic and the social. I didn't understand, and actually it's going to affect government. Protest is a common tool you can use to fight government, not riot. Riot or violence. Riot is always violence. Protest is always what is peaceful. So that's what we can use. I didn't understand.
And I think it's yielding positive results.
Yes, if we use it, I think we are going to get it right. We don't want to riot. We want to protest. What happened during the SARS protest? Have you not seen it? It is some bad people that made it bloody. Because they hijack it and they, had it disorganized. I don't know what I understand. So the North are the one that are receiving the bigger chunks of insecurity, even economic hardship. If you rate the level of poverty in Nigeria, you go there and see poverty. I don't understand. So the North should start. Sorry, everybody. The North should start. They should start, because when we were protesting for NSAS over brutality of SARS in Nigeria, the North were there, busy burning people's vehicle.
Olatunji Officer saying that we already have a strategic and progressive politician as our president. Period.
Okay, so it's President Tinubu.
Strategic and progressive
strategizer.
Politician.
Strategizer.
That's yes.
What is that name? There's another name. Tinubu is a political juggernaut, most powerful president in the world. Master strategist. Now, wow, he strategized well. That's why many canals in Nigeria has filled up to the brim. I'm in Lagos, where he has in his pockets. Come and see canals. Tunji, come and see Oba. And even we are using world-class camera here. I would have zoomed it up to you to see Oba Road. Go, Area G is divided into two. That's why you see vehicles. They are channeling the vehicles to take Mukolu session, where it intercedes Yaya Bato, where we have Excellence Hotel. Anyway, that should be. But let me tell you, Tinubu master strategist is only for his house. Let me tell you this. You call him a master strategist, politician. Master strategizer, master player.
Amechi is telling him to strategize fast.
Okay. Okay, Amechi, listen, Amechi. Tinubu has issue with being a master strategist.
Why tell Odunlade is telling him to go to farm?
Thank you, Odunlade. See, let me tell you, Tinubu was not recognized. Nobody know him in Osun State. He failed. That's where he comes. Master political strategizer. He failed. He failed woefully. He was not known where he lives. His Lagos residence at Bodilum. He failed the election there. Nobody voted for him. Thank you so much. A political strategizer in Lagos State. He failed woefully in Lagos State. Upon the level of rigging, they rig. They could not rig. Will be out. Labor out. Master strategist.
By Tinubu to support him.
See, let me tell you. He was a political strategizer. The West, Southwest, where he comes from, they could not vote for him.
Raphael, we have
political master.
Yeah?
See, let me tell you.
To read all these comments because
of time. Okay. So let me tell you, when you see the spade, call it a spade. When you see digging mattock, call it so. When you see razor blade, call it razor blade. If your life keep on depending on lies and falsehood, I'm sorry for you. I'm just trying to throw light on the way some people are commenting on the comment section. Nigerians do not need liars now. We are fed up of lie. There's no amount of lies APC government is going to tell us that we convince us that Tinubu is going to fix Nigeria. It can work. It can work.
You are ending the program.
It can work. It can work.
It's just a comic relief.
I know.
You don't need to take it personal.
No, I'm not taking it personal.
Jane Ogo is saying that Raf can't farm. He needs time to attend to his behavior.
That's good for you. No, I don't care. See, let me tell you, we don't need people that are telling us lies. We are fed up of APC lies and falsehood to Nigerians. They should now take correction from what is going to happen across the country. The North, if boil up, Mike, nobody could stop those people. We Westerners, I'm living in the West, I'm a Westerner. We have sense tomorrow.
And what happened in Niger State and Kano?
And Kano State is just an example. Because if violence starts, I don't think it could be quenched. We don't have enough security forces that will come after protesters when the bandits and the kidnappers are ravaging northern part of Nigeria. What we should do now is to allow or advise the master strategizer, the one that can fix Nigeria economy with hammer, nails, and other tools to quicken up the work, because time waits for nobody. Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Thank you, Mike.
Because of our time, we need to say goodbye to the viewers across the globe. And I say thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of Bystanders. Tomorrow is Thursday, and we'll bring you the program once again. Behind the camera is Malik. Thank you so much, Malik. And to the people on the comment section, we appreciate you for commenting. Even if I was not able to read all the comments on the comment section, I'll do that tomorrow, I promise. Thank you all. Thank you, viewers all over the world, both in Nigeria and outside. You can join us on our social media handles displayed on the screen. Join me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and on TikTok, Mike Flip TV. Thank you all. Bless you. Have a good day.